In 2021, Elon Musk raised his Twitter game to new legendary levels, and several times that he tweeted, he actually moved markets, causing the price of stocks and or cryptocurrencies to either go to the moon or to crash completely. And in this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 times that Elon Musk moved markets with his tweets. Coming in at number 5 on the list is when on January 26th, Elon Musk tweeted GameStonk. Now, if you have absolutely no idea what this is referring to, you must have been living under a rock for the entirety of 2021. But of course, this was in relation to the GameStop saga. And if we look at the price chart for that stock, you can see that on the day that Elon Musk tweeted, it was at $147 per share. A couple of days after that, it went up another 134%. And to clarify, no, I don't believe that Elon Musk's tweet was solely responsible for this. In fact, I think that the short squeeze would have occurred regardless of whether or not Elon Musk was tweeting about it. That said, it definitely added fuel to the fire. And since Musk has over 60 million Twitter followers, I'd be willing to bet that at least a very small percentage of those probably went out and invested in GameStop as a result of this tweet, thus driving the price a little bit higher. Still, that's why this is only number 5 on the list though, because it has probably the weakest causal link. Next up is a tweet from the same day, January 26th, when Elon Musk said, "I kinda love Etsy." And if we look at the stock price for Etsy, on the day that he tweeted, it was trading at around $200 US. Immediately afterwards, in the days following, it raised by over 13%. Number 3 on the list is actually a couple of different tweets where Elon Musk shows his rocky relationship with Bitcoin. He started out the year very bullish on Bitcoin, and in fact, on March 24th, he tweeted saying that Tesla was going to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. You can see from the price chart that when Musk tweeted that, it was hovering around $54,000 US, and in a couple of weeks afterwards, it was 15% higher. And that was one of the first cases of a large household company actually mainstreaming the idea of accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, which definitely boosted the stock. Like I said though, Elon and Bitcoin had a roller coaster of a relationship, and all good things must come to an end, as it did on May the 12th when Musk tweeted that Tesla was no longer going to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. And in that same post, he talked about how the environmental damage of Bitcoin was just too much to justify, and that it probably wouldn't be a viable form of currency for a very long time, if ever. Going back to the Bitcoin price chart, you can see here that on May 12th, it was trading at just under 50,000 US dollars, and in the week or so following, it dropped 30%. Number 2 on the list actually happened more recently, and it was Elon tweeting about his own company. On November 6th, he posted a poll to his followers suggesting that he was going to sell 10% of his holdings in Tesla if a majority of people voted yes. Now, as the largest shareholder in Tesla, with his shares valued well over $200 billion at the time that he posted this poll, suggesting that he was going to dump 10% of his holdings was naturally going to tank the price of the stock. And if we look at the Tesla price chart, you can see here that on Friday, November 5th, when markets closed, Tesla was trading at over $1,200 per share. And of course, as soon as markets opened the next week, it dropped 16% almost immediately, and then by the end of the week, it was trading 17% lower. Tesla's continued to drop since then and is now over 20% less than it was at its all-time high when Elon Musk made that tweet. I'm not sure if we can attribute all of this to his Twitter activity, but for sure what happened in the couple of days after he suggested that he was going to dump 10% of his holdings. But the number 1 example of Elon Musk's Twitter activity moving markets relates to Dogecoin. Now, at the beginning of April, there was a series of tweets, and this one on April 1st is a perfect example when he said that SpaceX is going to put a literal Dogecoin on the literal moon. On April 9th, he posted this Dogecoin meme. On the 10th, he posted "going to moon very soon." On the 15th, he posted Doge barking at the moon, and so on and so forth. And if we look at the price chart for Dogecoin, you can see that at the beginning of April, it was trading at around 5 cents per Doge. And then he started tweeting and even suggested at one point that Tesla might accept Doge instead of Bitcoin for payment. And before you know it, it was up over 500% in a week. And then the next month, it was up almost 1,000% from that point. And this is one of the cases where I feel very strongly that Elon Musk's tweets actually moved the price of Dogecoin. I don't think that it was exclusively responsible for this massive pump that happened in April and May, but it definitely played a huge role and poured a lot of gasoline on that fire. And that, folks, is the top 5 times in 2021 that Elon Musk's Twitter account actually moved markets. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more content about personal finance, investing in cryptocurrency, as well as stocks, and also starting a business, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.